You boys look like a weird heavy metal band.
Yes, we are band.
Really?
Yeah.
So what you play?
Symphonic post-apocalyptic reindeer grinding Christ abusing extreme war pagan fennoscandic metal.
Right. Really interesting.
What's up, everyone? DJ Nubis here with you on Meltdown Radio Podcast with another movie review. This time I'm doing 2026's The Butcher's Blade, which I just did a trailer reaction not too long ago. It's a movie that's directed by Liu Wenpu. It's produced and distributed by Welgo USA, who I have to say so far, of the three movies that I've enjoyed a lot this year for my top 10 list of 2026, Welgo has distributed at least two of those, including this one, the other one being Blades of the Guardians. And the third film, Durandar, which is on Netflix right now, is like three action movies that I wouldn't have expected to be in my top 10 so far, but that's where we are. And we really haven't gotten to Godzilla Minus Zero yet or Mortal Kombat 2. So those are other films I've been kind of waiting for. But right now, yeah, these three, and especially the two between the Blades, the Guardians and the Butcher's Blade, being in my top 10 so far this year are good signs for what Welgo is doing. And I really appreciate Leaf and them from allowing me a chance to check out and preview some of these films that are really, really kind of going under the radar right now, but need to be told to the rest of the movie enjoying populace to go and support these films because they are very, very good, especially in the modern age of martial arts, filmmaking, and cinematography. So this movie stars Liu Fengchao, Wan Fufu, and Shonyun Shanchan. The plot here is when thousands in disaster relief funds disappear, upstanding constable Zhu Baiyu, or Bai, is framed for the disappearance. Desperate to prove his innocence, he takes a job with a secret squad whose only goal is to serve and protect those who can afford to pay. Forced to choose between his integrity and his freedom, Yu decides the only path forward is to fight back and hope that exposing those dangerous agents of chaos will be enough to set him free. So he's a man caught between two different worlds here. And he starts out where he's with the certain constables, but they're all corrupt. And he's trying to be a straight-laced constable when he arrests a guy who basically mauls a prostitute, kind of like if you ever saw The Unforgiven, how that movie starts, where these cowboys cut up a prostitute. Well, we have this where this very wealthy young fighter who has a track record of abusing prostitutes does this, and so he goes and arrests him and gets him, but then his boss comes along and is given a little bit of silver, whatever you want to call it, pieces of silver, to which he shrugs it off and then even gives one to Yu Bui, who takes it without really pushing back. He wants so badly to please his superior and be part of the good group of constables that he's easily swayed to be corrupt and take the money instead of even though deep down he hates it, he just accepts it as is. And, personally, the cinematography is so great, but the story is so good too, because, there's a point where, like in this scene here, where they're going after three guys who were assassins and kind of set him up. And one of them here was dressed as a woman, which is pretty wild, but it might have been a woman that was actually fighting as a stunt, coordinator or whatever. But the idea is just really good cinematography and choreography with the martial arts. The story is so intriguing, and really just kind of like really hits home in terms of like great story writing that we're starting to see a lot of now from Asian filmmaking, and especially in this case too. But eventually, Zhu Bi ends up coming across his sensei, basically, who's part of this elite squad. And one of the top fighters for his sensei is one of his brothers in arms. And they go around, and then you start to see Zhu Bi kind of like start becoming a little bit more corrupt himself when he's with this new squad, because now as they go after some of these other people, the constables and the guys that he wanted to catch initially, so the guy that ends up cutting up the prostitute, well, they end up coming across him. And what Zhu Bi does is he gives the guy a sword and basically says, "Oh, you're trying to raise a sword up to me," and he gets his brother in arms to say, "Yep, yeah, I saw it too. He's trying to hurt you." And so he ends up cutting this guy's face to make up for the prostitute. But the problem is, other people who know who Zhu Bi is in terms of his character when he's with the constables and how he was trying to be a good guy are now seeing the opposite effect, of where he's basically, even though he's kind of getting revenge and helping out people that he cares about, they are kind of resentful because now he's being corrupt himself, just on a different end of the spectrum. So again, Zhu Bi is kind of like in between two worlds, where again, he's breaking free from the constables and the lead constable, who was basically just obnoxious and treating him like a dog, to now where his sensei and master is basically expecting him just to kill people, like even if there's no trial or anything else. If they're found guilty, they will kill them anyway. And so there's no like reprieve or any kind of like leniency done through his master now that he's trying to clean up and take over his section. Again, they are also cleaning up on all the spoils of the stuff that they grab from these bad guys. So it's like just one bad guy to another, whoever can outlast the other one. So now he's eventually put into a position where he's got to fight everyone, and mainly his own squad and his own sensei, to kind of break free of that, to free himself of the guilt and everything else that he's had in the past of not stepping up when he should have back then. And so highly recommend this film, man. It's so good. Be sure to check it out when you can. Cinematography, like I said, is awesome. Great scenes of light and usage of the positions of the characters. Great fight sequences. Again, not quite as great as Blades of Guardians for me, but man, it is still so good, and just highly recommended. It's a 10 out of 10 film for me. Check it out when you can, and I'll see you later on the Military Radio Podcast. Take care.